because these guys actually have the ability now, once again, to do infrastructure, licensing, distribution, supply chains, permits, and everything that they're going to do in the U.S. through the brewing company, and then be able to transition easily into weed when that happens. APHA, I've never heard you talk about it. Interested in your opinion. All right, we talked about APHA last week. All right. We talked about APHA. Actually, not last week. About 2-3 weeks ago. All right, here's the thing. Why I like APHA moving forward. Does not mean it's going to be only up from here, but why I like APHA moving forward. Remember, you're trying to bet on the, I'm going to call it bet because apparently people think this is only a gamble. I'm going to call it not a bet, but an investment in the growth of a company, revenue and profit in the whole 9 yards, right? Why do I like APHA? Out of the companies that are currently available. All right. I like APHA because all these other Canadian companies, that's Canada and this is the US, okay? All of these little Canadian companies have a supply and demand issue. They have way more weed than Canadians. Okay, there's like 9 people in Canada and like 20 companies. So they're worthless. They're bleeding money. They can't make any money. They don't have anybody to sell. Everyone is buying into them, hyping up the idea that the United States is going to legalize marijuana federally, and these guys are just going to start shipping their weed. Well, until it's federally, individual states, it doesn't matter. Because you can't ship across federal borders if it's federally criminalized, right? So it has to be made within, shipped within that state. Because you can't ship, marijuana through a state that doesn't have legalization, because then it's an interstate crime. It's a federal crime, right? So investing in these Canadian companies now is not the best idea, in my opinion. So what's the play? Well, one thing with APHA, which is Aphria, the company, is that they just spent $300 million to buy Sweetwater Brewing Company. Now, for those of you guys who are connoisseurs of craft beer or IPAs or regular beer, you'll know Sweetwater Brewing Company. Now, you might be asking yourself, Stocky, what the fuck does this have to do with a weed stock? Well, do they make money on this? Who knows? But what does it give them? What country is Sweetwater Brewing Company in? So now they have infrastructure and a business in the US. They have the licenses, distribution, infrastructure, connections. So let's say weed gets legalized federally. Guess who's ready to go? Yeah, they're going to make weed-infused drinks as well, but we looked at the numbers. Even in states where weed-infused drinks are out, it makes up like 0.3% of the profit. It's not a winner. Most people don't want to drink fucking weed, you know what I mean? They want to smoke it, they want edibles. I like this because they're making money on the US side. They're getting their licenses, their distributions. They've already got the infrastructure in place, and they're ready to go. However, understand that this could take 5 to 6 years or 20 years for legalized weed federally. But if you don't get legalized weed federally, but you get it in the states, wait a second. If your company's already in a state that's legalized it, you don't have to worry about a federal legalization. You can sell and distribute within that state. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. And we talked about this several weeks ago. Some of these degens bought that day, which they shouldn't have done, but they did. I like this from the current ones. Obviously, I'm an MO for other reasons too, but I love this move by Aphria. I really. I sold that day. You sold that day, and Boat Person is up 22% on it since that day. Jesus Christ. Now, obviously, before anybody goes, well, actually, Stocky, according to this state, it's got to have a different license, and this one is as a contract with this one, and I'm giving a general overview, guys. This is a fucking entertainment and education stream. I'm not goddamn the bald guy in the suit who's on CNBC going, well, on an uptick on this commodity price, and if we look at the chart with the 5-year yield inverting on the Treasury yield, which does definitely signifies a recession. However, with the Federal Reserve rates hovering at about no, okay? I'm here to mold, play marbles, take my shirt off, and teach you something for fun. It's like having a fucking Harvard tenured professor teaching kids about like fucking biology class. Instead of them dissecting frogs, he's got them out there, fucking doing quantum physics or some shit. I understand that there is always caveats to everything I bring up. It's just like I might talk about MO and I might talk about some certain things, but they might have something small. I can't do that all day long. So this is what my general consensus for this deal is. Do you think weed stocks will run again? I think that we're seeing a 2018-esque thing, but I told you guys for the last since we broke it down on November 17th, okay? I think Aphria, as of right now, is the only weed company on the market that has sustainability until there's actual federal legalization. That's just my opinion. Do your own research, but APHA, I told you guys when they acquired Sweetwater Brewing Company, they were the only one that I thought had sustainability. And even today, when weed's been getting roughed up, they've still been able to hold. Because these guys actually have the ability now, once again, to do infrastructure, licensing, distribution, supply chains, permits, and everything that they're going to do in the U.S. through the brewing company, and then be able to transition easily into weed when that happens. That's just my opinion. I'm talking about as far as sustainability, not just who's running now. I'm talking about when there is a pullback, who's going to pull back less, and who's going to be able to sustain longer. Oh my god, my Walmart calls are coming back to life. Holy shit. Holy shit, finally. Oh my god. Thanks, Stocky. I will go all in on APHA. No, first of all, you missed the initial run on it. But second of all, do your own research. But if you look at this right here and go into, thank you, Walmart. Thank you so much. I was so worried. God damn, Pfizer having a damn good day today. BNTX should be doing well as well. Here you go. Aphria Sweetwater. Here you go. Yo, Soul, dude. Thank you. So they purchased this. I'm up 50% on Aphria share. Yeah, Aphria's up 50% just in the last 3 weeks. So yesterday we talked about this on stream. I actually pinned it as my top tweet right here. Because I saw a bunch of you guys find out that you had a shitload of money. You guys had a shitload of money waiting for you. Appreciate Asher 78 for coming in, dropping that link for me yesterday when we were talking about this. Some of you guys went in there, found $100 from Washington, $3,000 from an old apartment, $200 from Comcast, $75 hanging out. So this is important. This is really important for you guys if you haven't checked this out. A lot of people have money, just their own money, just sitting out there that they don't know anything about, that they had no idea was owed to them. Imagine finding $3,000 from an old apartment.